White flag raised. That off. Last one out was Bond, the grey. It is Benvenuto Cellini, the favourite, who heads them off in the early stages. Leads up stable companion Endorsement. With those two is Ipanema Beach being followed at the end of a furlong by Schetemini. And then Limestone and Hardy Warrior as Bond joins Monvo at the tail end of the field. Striding on by 2 lengths is Benvenuto Cellini and Wayne Lordan. Into second place, Ipanema Beach and Gavin Ryan. Third is Endorsement and Jet Cleary. Behind the leading 3, heading down the far side, is Schetemini and Shamey Heffernan. But they're pretty well stacked up. Benvenuto Cellini, the leader, from Ipanema Beach, Endorsement, Schetemini. Little has changed in terms of the order, and they're followed by Limestone. Continuing to pick up places is Bond, and then Hardy Warrior, and finally Monvo. Heading towards the bottom bend as they reach the halfway stage is Benvenuto Cellini upholding a lead of 1.5 lengths. Ridden along in second is Ipanema Beach, being followed in by Endorsement, and then Limestone and Schetemini, Bond, Hardy Warrior and Monvo, racing on up the straight with less than 3 furlongs to go in the EBF Maiden over a mile, and it is Benvenuto Cellini continuing up top, being followed by Ipanema Beach and Endorsement. Still little changes in the first 3, followed by Bond and then Limestone. Weakening under pressure is Schetemini and then Hardy Warrior and Monvo. But in the lead by a couple of lengths is Benvenuto Cellini. Endorsement has picked up the chase, some 2.5 to 3 lengths down now, and it's Benvenuto Cellini from Endorsement. Limestone stays on into third, but it is Benvenuto Cellini justifying odds-on favouritism in the July opener, beating stable companion Endorsement and Limestone third.
No problems whatsoever for the odds-on favourite Benvenuto Cellini in our curtain raiser here at Killarney. Makes just about all the running to score at 5-2 on in the hands of Wayne Lordan, who was in the saddle when this Frankel colt was runner-up to stablemate Dorset at the Curragh 16 days ago. And Fran, as far as run-to-run progression is concerned, was that just about everything you would have hoped for from him today?
It was, Gary. Look, a very, very good debut run in a slowly run race to Curragh. Chase home his stable companion Dorset over the 7 furlong trip on that occasion, and he learned plenty from that. And having broken terms with his rivals, he went to the front for Wayne Lordan, and from an early stage he found a very nice rhythm for him. Ear half pricked, railing well throughout, and as asserted inside the final furlong to win in a very, very good manner. I appreciate the extra trip and obviously learning a lot from that initial experience. Cracking run by the eventual second stable companion Endorsement. Ipanema Beach, disappointed he didn't travel better today. Came off the bridle very early, sitting in second in present with the cheap piece given. He's got a good level of experience, and he didn't just turn as well as the eventual winner. You can see he's just having a real look there, ears pricked, steady enough fractions, but doing everything very much in his comfort zone. Very good efforts too on debut by both third home Limestone and stable companion Hardy Warrior, both of them in the last 2 rows at present.
Yes, Bond was the one who missed the kick a little bit. I think in the circumstances, his connections will take away a few positives from this run.
Yeah, and he had to make up his ground at the hottest point of the race as well, so he definitely looked like he got tired inside the final furlong. And he's probably dealing with more stouter bred types, Gary, and with rain softened ground, well, it's just a combination of first run and yeah, you know, a more middle distance type horse he's taken on here today. Just dragged the stamina out of him on his first run, but he definitely showed enough after that slow start. But equally the third and fourth are shaped with promise. The fourths finish off well in the yellow and blue colours, and the stable companion Limestone definitely shaped with definite promise with a ground saving run down towards the inside. It was just a brief moment there that the eventual second Endorsement, you thought maybe he was going to throw down and challenge the winner, but Wayne Lordan hadn't gone for the winner, and when he did, when he got straight up to furlong pole, the way lengthened, ears pricked against the line. Nice performance, nice horse in the making. Second foal out of newspaper of record, who was a very good mare in her own right in America, Jewel Group Grade 1 winner from what I can recall, and this horse, he should keep improving, just showing a tendency even all the way down straight there on the head on, just to lean somewhat into the rider's whip with his whip down the shoulder, and surely there's a lot more to come in the back of this. I'd say he's not fully extended by any means.
So Benvenuto Cellini does the business at a short price here. It's Pat O'Donnell there just having a word with Wayne Lordan on the way back in. Pat, who's got Extensia, of course, Fran, a real favourite of yours later.
Yeah, he done us a good turn last year, and a lot of Irish people when he won at York last year. Great to see him back. I'd say Pat, if you can lip read him there, is just wondering what the ground's like, and I'd imagine Wayne Lordan say it's not bad first race riding the winner, but I'd imagine based on a kick back on Declan McDonough, yielding ground at best, and surely with traffic it'll deteriorate, but no detriment to this horse's chance. And I think we've seen a few future winners in behind Gary's second, third and fourth, and even Bond. You take each of them the next day in their respective races.
That was a mile today, Fran, just a little bit further than a mile. He does have a National Stakes entry, but he stretched out so powerfully there. It looked like the further he was going, the better he was. What's your feeling about that?
Bursford, something like that, I think would be a good fit. Or the newly upgraded race on Irish Champs weekend that Green Impact beat Delacroix last year, wasn't the mile in Epperstown? Group 1 is it this year or Group 2? It's Group 2 mile, listed off the top of my head, and that something like that could be a good fit for him. Don't think he'd be going back and trip. He really appreciates the distance. He will sharpen up, and with company around him or something to aim at, he will knuckle down better. But as you said, Gary, the last furlong when he did let him go, he stretched really well, and he'd be working back for maybe Doncaster at the end of the season, something like that. That Grade 1 race would look a good fit for him. Delacroix got beaten by Hot as Hell in last year, something like that. Would be a good option perhaps in the future, but he's done it well today.
Very exciting prospect. Benvenuto Cellini has delivered here on that debut promise by landing our opener. Wayne Lordan just being congratulated after taking our opening contest here at Killarney on Benvenuto Cellini. Looks like a very exciting prospect, and Wayne was in the saddle when he rode this horse at the Curragh first time out. Wayne, a lovely performance from this fella. Were you looking forward to that after what he did at the Curragh?
Yeah, as you see him in the corner, he had a lovely run. He's a horse to step forward, and riding him around there in front, he was having a good look. Got a little bit low on the last furlong and was half leaning off the rail, but he's a very nice colt, and I think mentally he's going to improve. He's just a little bit immature. He's a nice colt for as the year goes on. I
know you could say he had the run of things, but he was really strong at the finish there. Do you think a mile is going to prove to be maybe as the minimum he wants to go?
Yeah, that's what he feels like. He feels like a horse going to stay. Well, as I said, he was only doing his own thing out in front, but when I got after him, I thought he quickened. So, and he's going to stay, so that'll bring a bit of class into him when he goes up and trip.
He's exciting, no question. You got a few chances left to come. What do you make of those?
Yeah, the filly in the next race, the third race, sorry, hands a little easy in the ground, won well in Limerick, so likes to take her time, so it suits me because I'm drawing wide on her. So see what happens.
And finally, how did you find the ground there?
It's yielding. We were on the freshest of it today, but the one it's yielding to soft, but it's not deep.
Lovely. We'll let you weigh in.
Thank you. Thanks.
And still, little changes in the first three, followed by Bond and then Limestone. Weakening under pressure is Gettamini and then Hardy Warrior and Monvo. But in the lead by a couple of lengths is Benvenuto Cellini. Endorsement has picked up the chase, some 2.5 to 3 lengths down now, and it's Benvenuto Cellini from Endorsement. Limestone stays on into third, but it is Benvenuto Cellini justifying odds on favouritism in the July opener, beating stable companion Endorsement and Limestone third.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.